Hey everyone, welcome back to another exciting episode of PUBG Mobile Esports with your host, Truce. Today, we're diving into the adrenaline-pumping action brought to you by Vampire Esports in the PUBG Mobile Global Open 2024 Prelims. Brace yourselves for some jaw-dropping plays that will leave you on the edge of your seats. If you're loving the action-packed content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more thrilling videos like this. Let's kick things off with a bang as Vampires seize the spotlight with a spectacular chicken dinner, keeping all 4 team members alive till the very end. Talk about setting the bar high.
Eliminated. He's getting spotted. He needs to throw that nade quickly. He's going to be able to throw it right before he gets knocked. Can he actually connect? He's not going to be able to connect. And now Horror Esports is able to move up a little bit closer towards that circle. But boy, it's going to be tough considering that Vampire Esports and one more player from DX is currently on the hunt for them.
I mean, but this is such an interesting position that we find ourselves in, right? We've got 2 of our qualified teams in here. We've got 2 of the partnership program teams going toe-to-toe. And now it's going to be Tony K with a quick opening up onto V10 there on the edge. Quick nade. This could definitely close up the play, at least for Zebra, as Neil Zada does take a little bit of damage. Tony not done with their fruit just yet. They got to keep on rolling. But DX instead is going to be the team to lead the way on through, and we're down to the final 2 squads now.
Final 2 squads. Vampire Esports, the way they position themselves, the way they rotated, the way they were able to hold all these angles is currently making wonders. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Vampire Esports, they said, oh, you guys have been mocking us for how we did in PMGC? Well, guess what? It's a brand new year of PUBG Mobile Esports.
Now that's what I call a power play. Next up, witness the sheer dominance of Vampire Esports as they demonstrate flawless teamwork in a split, executing a flawless wipeout of Team Zebra Masters. It's a sight to behold.
Very close to them is going to be 2 players there still alive from next Ruya, which is going to be good. This team, the team that definitely needs the points, and as I say that, Swain gets knocked. It's going to be just 1 player now from next Ruya, but I think possibly could they done enough? They're currently in a top 4 situation. He needs to try to secure some extra points for his team.
Oh, so desperately. You can see Vampire rocking a big split here, a 2-1 split. Newsy trying to give him all that intel that he possibly can. Meanwhile, we do have that Shack squad that was influenced rage. That nade, though, oh, right on point. 9 eliminations for Vampire. They said, oh, you know what? Who cares about the middle matches? It's all about how you start and how you finish.
Hold on to your seats as we witness an epic showdown between Vampires and Deathwolves. Despite the odds stacked against them, Vampires emerge victorious, showcasing their resilience and strategic prowess.
The only player alive now at this point, and look at that. Vampire Esports is looking great right now with the positioning that they're holding. They're able to see anybody that gets close to them. They're going to be able to make sure they knock them and confirm that into elimination point. They're truly sitting at 4 points for themselves. They're not going to be mad at that, as we do see the play zone starting to take some of the other players. I see the only player alive from Team Falcons, and Team Falcons, even though they might not be able to win this match, they do end up with 8 elimination points.
Oh, I mean, 7 at this point, it is going to be so dang challenging to dethrone this position coming through from Vampires. As you can see, they still rocking a full squad, a full piece. I mean, what a presence. Effortless throw down onto the side of the Euphoria, as it is now, well, the Deathwolves going toe-to-toe, head-to-head with the Vampires. Both teams, they've had their plays. They've had some amazing performances. Each of them now going to be looking to secure the finish here for themselves. It is going to be a 3v4. I think 7 at this point, it is looking pretty good on the Vampire Esports side.
It is going to be looking good, and Deathwolves is allowing Vampire Esports to get way too close here. I thought they were going to be trying to get some off angles. I thought they were going to be trying to surprise some of the players, and this player right here, Guezo, might be able to actually do it, as he's going to be taking some shots there to Tony K, trying to confirm that elimination. He's not going to be able to, but they still have, Vampire Esports still has 1 player on top of the mountain, on top of that hill, trying to get those off angles. And I think that's what Deathwolves was worried about. They are going to be able to knock that player that we mentioned. Stone's going to be now pushing in, and I think they might be able to get this reset. They're not going to be able to. Newsy gets knocked as well. It went from looking so well to Vampire Esports that now they're going to be trading back and forth. And guess what? It's going to turn into a 2v1 that's obscure from Deathwolves. Is the only player alive. And you have Schweppes there at the top trying to see if he can possibly get those shots. And guess what? Nobody's going to doubt that, as Vampire Esports go back-to-back wins in Sandhawk on back-to-back days, ladies and gentlemen.
And finally, prepare for the ultimate showdown as Vampires go head-to-head with RCB in an epic battle. Despite facing tough odds, RCB puts up a valiant fight against the mighty Vampires. But in the end, it's Vampires who emerge triumphant.
As now they're only going to need a few points after this to definitely lock in that top 8. So let's see who's going to get these last final eliminations and the chicken dinner.
I mean, it's going to be a hairy, scary fight, right? Both these teams now just trying to get a little bit of that confirmation going here. As we saw, Regnum Karya, they are very well within the points now to get their foothold in the top 8. As we know, Vampires, they've already made it in, but nothing is guaranteed at this point. But with a performance like we're seeing from both these teams coming through here, I think we could maybe have quite a bit of a change at hand. Shrevs now starting to make things happen. We've got Wild and Loxy trying to just hold their own here.
Regnum Karya had the positional advantage, but they had to give it up to Vampire because they just have so much pressure with those three players still up. Now, the thing is that they have an advantage of is the fact that it's so difficult to throw nades on this kind of elevation. The nade molly has to be placed perfectly, otherwise it's just going over the hill. So they don't have to worry too much about that. But oh, they have been backed into a corner now, and you can see Vampire starting to close on in. Regnum Karya needs a crucial knock. The fact that now they're at the bottom of these trees, now they're very easily nadeable, but Vampire, I think, used all their utility already. So it's really gonna come down to who can hit those shots. You can see Vampire doing a beautiful 2-1 split. And I think realizing that, you can see the smokes come on out to Wild to try and buy him a little bit of breathing room here. Beautiful shot from Wild, though. Oh my goodness. Make it 2! Regnum Karya shutting down Vampire. Here comes the gun switch. It's a 1v1. Wild versus Stoned. Who's gonna win it? Stone switches to DBS. Wild, wide on the open, no cover, has to hit the shots, and he can't do it! What a beautiful attempt, though. You can just see the hugs coming out from Vampire. That's the most emotion they showed